the Hawks. A do-or-die situation to retain their playoff position.
And Kevin, after battling all season to make that top 8, something that in the past assured you of a playoff spot, now they find themselves in a win-or-go-home game for that 8th seed.
Here's Gay. Pass to Young. A 3-ball. And Ware pulls it down. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Ware. Covered by Okongwu. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Rizage with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Daniels. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And here's Miami. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Young with no one around. No good on the triple. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thanks, David. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Wiggins surveying the floor. Shoots the 3. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Wiggins. Hero's got 5 points so far. And here's Young. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Okongwu with a screen on Hero. Pass to Daniels. Pocket 4. Rebound by the Heat. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And here is Hero. Let's go. Okongwu grabs the board.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Rizage with it. Picked up by Hero. Pass to Gay. Buries the long-range jumper. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Making a switch here. Ricci's checked in. Hometown hero and dedicated Hawks fan, Lil Yachty, in attendance.
And the fans in Atlanta love him just as much as he loves his Hawks. When he performs here at halftime, it can be a bigger event than the game itself.
He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. There's Hero with the 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Young, no good. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. Young against Hero. Fires the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to Orlando. Daniels passes to Young. The 3. Again, Young missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Driving the lane. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Defender's just too worried about Trey pulling up on the shot, so he took advantage and just flew by him.
Begins outside. Back to Hero. There's the triple. Gay with the rebound. Atlanta's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Daniels, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Daniels. Burks' shot is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Young. No dice from the high post. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Heat lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Now, Niang following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rizachet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rizachet's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta. Outside, Hero. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Hero's got 8.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now, here's LeVert. He's tightly guarded. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Bulls in Chicago. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
The Hawks trailing. Now, Reza Shea, 5 points in the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And so here is Miami after the basket by Atlanta. Love kicks to Anderson. Buries it down low. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
Nice read from the big guy. Love. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to LeVert. Back to Young. Daniels with it, covered by Wiggins. Here's Gay. From outside, off the mark. The Heat with the lead. Wiggins dishes to Burks. Now Adebayo. There's the three. And no good that time. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
So here's Burks following the basket by Trae Young. Wiggins outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Daniels. Still yet to score. And Young kicks to LeVert. Pass to Daniels. The kick out to Young. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Burks' shot is good.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Now, here is Young. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. And Okongwu has it in the corner. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Okongwu's now got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Young against Hero. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Game 16.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. They've kept this one close so far. In this elimination game, what's the key for the second half, Shaq?
Don't give the ball away. Make your other teams work for it. And stay hungry like me.
You better be hungry. In a close game like this, you can't afford a lapse of focus, so they have to stick with it.
Should be a ton of fun. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. The Heat shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Here's Adebayo following the bucket by the Hawks. A rebound by Young. Pass to Rizichet. The kick out to Young. Lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Ware, covered by Okongwu. Here's Adebayo. Misses the wing chip. The Hawks leading by 5. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end. He's Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Now Daniels following Alec Burks' three-point attack. And Okongwu slams it in.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Wiggins. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Hawks have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. The kick out to Young. High arcing shot, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Hero. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the 3 ball is good. Hero's got 11 points.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Young passes to Daniels. Now, here's Okongwu. 6 points for him. Rizaje with it. Here's the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Now, just a 3-point Hawks lead.
Good to see Wiggins out there from the corner. Just great rhythm on that 3.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Offensive rebound. Pass to Gay. Here's Okongwu. Here's Gay. They shoot again. Young outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Free throw good from Young.
There's some steely moments that come from Trae Young, and I'll tell you what, if the defense is getting under his skin, he rarely shows that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Checked in for the Hawks. Miami with the ball. 6-point game. And here is Mitchell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 6. Anderson outside. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Count it. Good. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Man can't hit. It's Robinson high post. Still without a basket. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Atlanta. They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And thanks for joining us for this fourth quarter of this play-in game. Pass to man. The shot. Miami grabs the miss. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Hero. Here's Highsmith. Lobbed up there for Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's LeVert driving in.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
The Heat trail by 4. Outside, Hero. Pass to Anderson. Robinson with it. Takes a 3. The rebound by Niang. Hero against LeVert. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Here's Hero. And he jams it with authority.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's LeVert. Misses in close. The Heat trail by 4. Outside, Hero. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. LeVert grabs the miss. Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Hero. He drains the quick shot. And that's 15 points for Tyler Hero.
They feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
Back to Young. Beyond the arc. Burks pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kept alive. And Adebayo throws it down.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Rizachet. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Young, no good. Miami trailing. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Hero can't get that one to fall. Now, here is Young. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, Young missing.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't.
They grab their own miss. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. .119 left in the fourth. Young against Hero. Stolen by Hero. The numbers in their favor to tie it up. Here's Adebayo. No good. That would have tied it. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Not many better players late in games than Trae Young.
Heat shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Hero kicks to Burks. Kicks it out to Hero. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up and up.
Now, here is Young.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Here's Hero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defense kind of forced that tricky play from Hero. He still gets the shot off while being fouled.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Tied up with that one.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hero against Young. No good. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Here's Hero. Burks in the corner. He's off from three. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And let's get this overtime session of what has been a competitive play-in game underway.
Here we go.
Here is Daniels. Burks covering. Pass to Rizashay. Now Okongwu. Looking to get it going. Young, no good. And here's Miami. Outside, Hero over Young. Hero, no good. Atlanta's shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's Daniels. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Heat. And that one's good. Wiggins.
I think there were some toughness questions around Andrew Wiggins. Not anymore. This guy has become a pretty gritty player.
And here's Young from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Has to wear. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here's Young. Okongwu with the screen on Hero. Young, no good. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Here's Hero. And it's Rizashay with the rebound. Rizashay's got his 5th rebound in this one. Young, no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Where? Good.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
For Miami, they've gone 3 for 5 for their shot since they got started here in overtime. Now, Hero fires for 3. Gay with the rebound.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And stolen by Okongwu.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
And he'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Late in overtime, they've got a chance to take the lead.
By far, the biggest possession of this game. And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive start now may just seal the deal.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Outside Hero. It's off.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Two shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a three can tie it up now.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a three. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot three if they hope to tie it.
Hero from long range. Off target with that shot. And they did it. A big win for the Atlanta Hawks. They were in danger of losing their spot in the postseason bracket, but they toughened up and lock down the 8th seed.
And after a team loses their first play-in game, the pressure goes way up in this one. But they responded, kept their focus, and kept their season alive.
All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you.